Hello and welcome to the next round of the Metroid Fusion 2023 Any Percent tournament. Today we have cscottyw and Destructor Racing, being commentated by me, Friday, and my co-host.
Hi, it's me, Autumn Out of Habit. Hope you're not sick of me yet.
Oh my god, hi Monkey! It's Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey has in fact promised to be heckling Scotty in voice chat during the entire race.
That is true. I can imagine what is going on in there.
I don't want to imagine what's going on in there.
There's probably gonna be a lot of name calling. The hottest new Scotty memes. We're currently seeing Destructor practicing a bit of sack skip. Scotty doing some sector 4, it seems. We should be ready to go any moment, I guess, like a few minutes. When everyone is readied up. So what are we expecting today, Autumn? What is this?
Well, we've got an any percent race between cscottyw and Destructor, and the number 1 seed versus the number 5, and when Destructor is the number 5 seed, you know that we have got a good field in this tournament. I think they're going to go fast.
This is definitely going to be... I mean, this is one of the technically semi-finals in the winner's bracket, so there's going to be quite a good race to watch today. Despite the runners' PBs being a bit more than a minute apart, but it seems like everyone is readying up, so I think we're gonna be starting any moment, or we do some more sex practice.
Yep, the gate will be dropping, so race should be live in about a minute.
It is awesome.
Get that set up.
Yeah, we had Scotty basically has like a low 111 in the game. Destructor recently got a PB last Friday, I think it was, or Thursday. At the end of last week, got a 112.57. Currently, the only 112 on the board. After everyone, after Monkey got his PB in his race. And speaking of Monkey, the winner of this tournament is gonna face Monkey in the winner's bracket finals. Well, the loser is gonna go down to loser's bracket and is gonna have to wait for its opponent there. Ooh, we even have webcam for both runners. Let's go.
That we do. And our runners are off.
We already have confirmation from chat that Scotty is gonna lose, which it kinda is true. I mean, in the end, it is Scotty's race to lose.
Yeah. You know, I think Monkey just might be scared of Scotty.
Monkey's not scared of Scotty. Scotty should be scared of Monkey. Monkey is the only one who is constantly playing. Scotty just does whatever, but in the end, I mean, he's still Scotty. We have confirmation from Monkey. He's not afraid of Scotty.
Yeah, but unlike in some past tournaments, for once we have a tournament to see who wins and not just see a tournament for who gets to get second place and lose to Scotty, so
yeah, it is
definitely some high level of competition.
We have had deaths happen, rarely, but we have had deaths happen. But we also have way closer PVs of the runners currently, even though Scotty pushed his PV even further from the low 112 that he had before, a bit more than half a year ago, where he got his 111, 110.
At the eternally sought after 110, as both of our runners coming into already the second Adam cutscene of the game, less than 2 minutes in. Because we have to talk to Adam a lot, we really need to borrow some of that Metroid Dread tech so that we can stop talking to Adam so much.
Yeah, still both runners neck on neck. I mean, there's not really that much difference in what can happen so far.
Yeah, both of these runners have done this initial climb thousands of times in their life.
Yeah.
Destructor getting tripped up just a little bit, but still both runners in the same room.
Yeah, I think the bigger upset is gonna happen in a bit more than a minute when we get to the first idol and then a reckless, and then we'll see who's actually really ahead.
And we'll see who the RNG is favoring today. Because as we know, Metroid Fusion just hates everyone trying to speedrun it.
Yep.
And Scotty picking up the missiles at a 240. Well, I guess he times at the end, so 249.
Yeah, he does that Super Metroid timing. Kinda cringe, not gonna lie. Well, people time stuff differently, so there's a lot of.
Wait, I'm not the only person who times at the beginning of the jingle? I thought I was the only one.
I timed when the text box appeared. And then there's people like Mike who just time whenever they touch down on the pad or do something.
Both of our runners with very clean wall jumps over that initial platform. Definitely the swaggest way to go through down to the arachnid area. And chat, how many people do we think our runners are going to get? Scotty not getting the double on the first attempt. A little bit high on the one missile. Destructor looks like getting a double. Scotty getting a double and first through the door. And our runners only about a second apart, so very much anyone's race.
More I-beams there, but he also screwed up the double. Destructor got less I-beams. In net, I would say Destructor got like a second. But Scotty getting a roll. That is unfortunate. Destructor not getting a roll. Nicely gonna put him in that.
And nice sweet spot by Destructor as well.
But yeah, Scotty got that double roll. Yeah, we hear bad player spotted, that is true. Should have practiced RNG. He is so mad now.
Yeah,
it is
SMH my head.
Well, we still have more idols. Because that's clearly the only polarize in the game where you can use time. Nowhere else. It is impossible to use time anywhere else in this game.
I think my VODs tell a different story on that one.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've practiced and gotten really good at losing time.
Have you tried not losing time? Sounds like a good strategy.
And now Adam finding out that opening the doors had consequences. Blaming Samus for it, of course. But our runners going to make their way to the sectors.
Yeah, we have both runners opting to go for 20% in sector 1, which is a choice you can make. Well, as long as you... So the way the game works, if you have full health, you are guaranteed to get missile drops. And if you are not at full health, it's like a 50-50 chance to either get a missile drop or health drop. And you need quite a few missiles in sector 1, so basically keeping full health or picking up a 25th missile pack is going to guarantee you smooth sailing to sector 1, usually, unless something very bad happens, but that's a different story, which we're probably hopefully not going to see here today.
Yeah, with runners of this caliber, we usually see them being okay and saving a couple seconds by getting a faster missile tank later in the run. But you do see a lot of runners in race settings that do opt to go for the 25 missiles just to give a little extra safety, because if you run out of missiles in Sector 1, you're going to be farming for a bit.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing different strats, like either picking up an additional E-tank just for safety, which has saved quite a few people in the tournament so far, or opting not to do the escape later, which we're going to get to when we get to it. Or as you said, just getting the additional safety missile pack in the beginning.
And it looks like Destructor with about a 5-second lead right now. Going into Stabilizer 1. As, of course, we need to go fix the HVAC units by shooting missiles at them. That's how I always prepare my HVAC equipment.
I don't think that's how you do it.
Oh, Destructor getting trolled by one of the Hornodes. Scotty making quick work of that room.
Yeah, neck and neck again. But we have confirmation other people also do clean the HVAC units that way, so I won't say anything anymore about it. There's Destructor and Scotty, like, this is like the crucial room here. If a pirate decides to troll you, and you accidentally get hit by a pirate because you mess up shooting missiles downwards while falling in the shaft, you get hit. Get quite a lot of damage that potentially might ruin the rest of the sector for you. But both runners still kind of good on the Destructor farming some quick corners here. So slightly ahead, but both good on their health. Scotty, due to not getting hit, obviously it's way better missile count at the moment, but Destructor's missile count is still fine. As long as he keeps up his full health, he'll get dropped in the pirate shaft in the next one. And then he just kind of needs like 3-4 missiles, plus some missiles to kill a charge crew. I mean, in the end, he just needs the 3 missiles to destroy the eye door. Missiles to kill those pirates here, and then he can, worst case, just get the red X drop from the eye door.
Oh, and a red drop on cscotty's side. Not picking it up because he doesn't need it, but you like to see it. 1 in 1,024 chance there. Good to see Scotty using up his RNG early.
Oh no, he is known to be quite good. RNG usually. Yeah, I think he has more of that RNG and stuff. As we can already see here by Scotty getting one beam while Destructor is still.
Yeah, Destructor up to 6, and oh, not getting a double, so we're gonna get some bonus beams.
Scotty, meanwhile, missed a double on the charge core. But still quite a very decent charge time.
Destructor going for the horizontal double and nailing it. Tighter double hit.
That's what red usually does. So, I mean, if you're constantly clean, it's quite much.
Absolutely.
So fun fact, whenever you see Scotty either smile or say something or react weirdly, we can all assume that this is Monkey and voice chat bullying Scotty in some way.
Yeah, one of the fun parts of this being an any percent tournament rather than rando is we often just have a large group chat, voice chat in the Fusion server where everyone is trolling each other.
Yeah, the race is not just going on inside the game, it's also going on around the game and everywhere. Also before and after the game. So this tournament is like it's a full-time job. Yeah, Scotty meanwhile has destroyed the last stabilizer here. Destructor now too. Makes his way just out of the sector. Charge beam is quite nice that they got it. Because charge beam, unlike the normal beam, first of all, it increases your damage slightly. Also, you get 2 projectiles now instead of 1, so you basically already deal more than twice the damage of the normal beam. Also, with the charge beam, you get this tiny thing that we call the charge flare on the edge, which we're gonna get to a bit later at a certain boss, which is gonna be used there. Also, the charge beam, as we're gonna see at the next Idor, allows us to one-shot everything on Idor in the game from now on.
And we see Scotty using the patented strat of holding A during the exposition dump to make it go slightly faster. One that a lot of new runners don't learn at first, and then find out the hard way they've just been giving up free time.
Are you sure he's pressing A? There's so many buttons you can press. Oh no, in the elevator, yeah, you can only press A. But for the normal text boxes, there's several buttons that can advance the text, like down or B. But in the end, A is the only button that you can confirm Adam's messages with.
And here, of course, learning that the SAX is on the station. big surprise to everyone.
One single SA exit, the one that was born from Samus's suit, the only one that's going to be around.
Meanwhile, Monkey in chat keep dropping the big facts here, saying that Scotty is playing.
I think more like Scotty is being played by Monkey here.
Scotty shooting a door on the way through into Sector 2 just to show it who's boss. The game countering by putting a Zoro in his way.
Yeah, that's also the Scotty who's bossing. Missing a wall jump, it's over. Destructor making it clean to the main in Sector 2. While Scotty opens the blue security.
You know, someone really needs to make a mod of this game where we can just put Monkey in charge of all of the enemy AI. Sector 2, a very dangerous part of the game, and these runners making it look easy.
Is indeed a very difficult part of the game. It's usually the place where people on a casual playthrough are like, why am I constantly dying? Why does everything deal so much damage? This game is too hard. Which probably was the reason why the easy mode was added for the Japanese version of the game, because the English version only has the normal mode and hard mode.
A far cry from what games were doing in the 90s, where usually the English-speaking world only got the easy mode version of the game.
Or games were artificially made way more difficult for America, because that's probably what the people wanted. Companies thought it.
Yeah, eventually we figured out that America is good enough at making things difficult on ourselves.
Yeah, but there's also other changes. So, contrary to most games, especially for Nintendo games, all games developed by Nintendo, Metroid Fusion was first released outside of Japan. And was then released like a few months later in Japan. Received a few fixes, like the text is slightly faster in the Japanese version, obviously also faster because the Japanese characters take up less space than the English text to tell the same story. The sad easy mode that I mentioned, but there's also certain fixes in the game. For example, you cannot go out of bounds anymore, which is something you can easily do in the English version, or somewhat easily do. It's not possible anymore in the Japanese version. There was also something patched for the so-called secret message, where they moved some enemies around. Scotty meanwhile now at the boss of Sector 2, Zaga. What's funny about this boss? Can you tell us?
So, fun facts about this boss is that it takes the same amount of damage by absolutely anything that you throw at it, and the number of jumps you get is completely random, and it is, I think that's been max jumps so far for Scotty?
I didn't fully pay attention, but it definitely had a lot of jumps. Wouldn't be surprised if the Destructor is able to at least catch up here.
Yeah, I think I caught 10 jumps for Scotty, so each phase has a different number of jumps it can do. 0 to 1, then, or rather 0 to 3, I believe. I don't remember the number of jumps offhand. I just remember that they're awful. Yep. The average is 7, but each phase you have to hit it with 2 shots of anything. You'll see the runners shooting a charge beam and a missile in case one of the charge beam particles tinks.
Yeah, the
but both of our runners
you can basically get is 3 jumps, the maximum is 12. The last phase needs to be hit with 4 things. And then there's the usual board fight. But we're seeing Destructor. I think he gained some time back.
And now we are on to our first SAX skip of the run. We've definitely seen some runners lose some time here too. Yeah, Scotty taking a second try at getting the right side jump, very precise, but slightly faster if you get it.
Yeah.
But still, good time upgrade power.
I assume that either monkey. I definitely assume that monkey is bullying Scotty into showing off in voice chat. But yeah, good for Destructor. He gonna gain some time. I also managed to easily evade the SAX. Something I think he has. Yeah, he has not done in his race against F. But probably is either he's like a lot more confident with his gameplay at the moment, or he just feels the need that he has to do it in order to be able to compete. Because not opting to not do the SAX kit is gonna lose you like 5 to 6 seconds depending on how you do it or what goes wrong. Also, Autumn, could it be that I'm following chat, but it seems like we have heavy copium going on in the chat from Fusion Runners about RNG.
That we do. And unfortunately, it sounds like there's no more voice chat, so it looks like Scotty will get a chance to actually focus on the game.
It is so over. Basically, Scotty pretending that he had some audio. Yeah, but this is still everyone's race. They are both neck and neck. There's any idle beam can change the lead at any point.
Absolutely, and our runners are going into our favorite water level, Sector 4.
There's a less favorite water level in this game?
Also Sector 4.
Oh!
Sector 4, though, the first entrance in here, has a lot of micro-optimizations to the movement that are just really pleasant to watch, I find.
Yeah, the way you want to move in... Sorry.
Oh, you go ahead, Freddy.
Okay, well, the way you want to move in this game is you want to walk. Samus wants to be on the ground. If at any point Samus is not on the ground, Samus's horizontal movement just simply decreases by 50%. Therefore, in order to do like optimal movement in this game, what you want to do is you want to walk or speed boost later, obviously. So you want to speed boost earlier. And you want to jump as little as possible, and you want to basically make it very tightly onto the platforms, which is also why the runners are cheating when they jump onto a ledge, which extends Samus's hitbox down. Therefore, they can start running early, which is called a shot cancel. It's like a very commonly used tech in this game.
Both of our runners just absolutely beautiful movement through the first part of Sector 4 here.
You think we're gonna see the usual thing of the series on one side and on the other side the other thing potentially?
And I will step aside for just a second so that I can boost your audio level, Friday.
Okay. I turned myself down because I was so loud. Oh, the other frankly.
Okay, we will see in about 45 seconds how this is looking.
That long.
And now we are on to one of the best bosses in the game, Saris.
Yeah, this is the boss we're gonna use the charge core has the charge beam as 2 projectiles plus that flare.
Oh, and it looks like Destructor with a little bit of timing off. Gonna have to take an extra cycle on Saris here.
Yeah, as we could see on the Destructor side that he missed one of the 2 projectiles. Meanwhile, Scotty is showing off. Do not watch what Scotty does. Do not give him any attention.
The real question I have is, are we going to see Destructor also try to go for the reverse escape?
He missed. Oh, I'm getting...
Apparently cscottyw, actually human.
Destructor! Destructor is currently very happy.
Does Saris think the Destructor is me and
like
is just mad at how long I pretend it doesn't exist?
Oh no! Okay, back to the charge beam. So yeah, we saw Destructor missed both of the shots on Saris, only got Saris hit with the flare.
Excellent sweet spot on the kill though.
Yeah, both of the projectiles of the charge core plus the flare deal 26 damage in total. Saris has a total of 50 health. Therefore, if you hit Saris point blank twice, Saris is dead. Yeah, we're seeing Destructor going like the normal way. out of Ceres, as in the Nintendo way, where you are technically supposed to get your this is how Speed Boost works tutorial. While Scotty just opting to completely ignore the way Nintendo wanted you to leave Ceres and just continue to doing some single wall jumps underwater, which, unlike games like Super Metroid, in this game it is actually possible to single wall jump. It's just not possible if you're in normal conditions, but in air, due to changes in Samus's momentum, it is actually possible to perform some continuous single wall jumps.
Absolutely, and as someone who dabbles in Super Smash Bros., I will say that I am all for ignoring whatever Nintendo intends with their games.
We're also getting confirmation from chat that unlike Super Metroid, this game is actually good. I think Destructor bombed here.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, he definitely got a big blow from Ceres there. Which is why we're not gonna bring that up again. But due to Scotty failing the reverse Ceres tank escape once, Destructor, not sure if Destructor is properly watching the stream, potentially just focusing on his gameplay, but he's not as far behind as he assumes he is.
Yeah, both of our runners listening to Adam say different things.
It's not like any of us can understand what Adam is saying here anyway. Adam is always saying the same thing. SAX this, SAX that. Get to the data room. Blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, also Adam seems to just think that Samus is some repair technician. Oh, Scotty with an excellent speed keep there. Probably saves time optimally, but also that was just really nice to see. Scotty opening the green doors, that way our super missiles will be able to open them. Of course, we don't have the super missiles yet, but... Oh, Scotty going for a shot at the bob skip.
Yes, he has gone for that in a few races. He got a very, very nice bonk there. Yeah, he's been going for it in a few races. He was actually very close in one race. Ron seems to be surprised. Yeah, he goes for it in every race. I mean, if he fails it, it's not infamous. He stays in the same room. So
I think he should keep going for it until he gets it. Give the people what they want. Scotty gonna pick up some super missiles while Destructor opening the doors.
Storing the Shine Spark here, going for a trick called Data Spark, which lets you get a Shine Spark out of the data room pickup, which is very, very tight. Relatively tight.
Today I learned that's possible. I thought that was TAS only.
No, you just slide into the data room. So I was just sliding into the data room.
Oh, and Destructor deciding to turn around here for a second.
Yeah. At least managed to. Well, he basically stored the Shine Spark at the wrong spot or too early. At least was still so much present that he just could spark back.
Meanwhile, I blinked, so I missed Scotty fighting Box.
We're gonna see Box and Destructor's end again.
Yeah, everyone get your cat jams ready.
Fight, so. Yeah, unfortunately, Ronald, Michael Jackson style is not possible in this game because we are not moonwalking in this game. If you could add this, then we can turn Samus into Michael Jackson.
Destructor also going for the Data Spark. Let's see if he got it.
Now that Scotty is not bound by monkey voice chat anymore, Scotty just decided to join the Twitch chat. Scotty making his way out of Sector 3. Meanwhile, we're seeing the robot got bombed here on Destructor's side. Destructor opting to go for quote-unquote normal strat to fight box.
And very clean execution there as well, keeping Box from moving further to the left. You want to kill Box as far right as possible. Well, I guess not as far right as possible, but as close to underneath where it jumps up as possible, so that it has less distance to walk.
Yeah, it doesn't lose you that much time compared to what Scotty did. Obviously, Scotty's was it saves him like 2-3 seconds, probably a bit more. But considering Destructor's health was relatively low already because he's only at 95 health, he would have had to perfectly nail the straight or probably would have died. So therefore opted to not do it. Also probably still kind of affected by the Ceres fight.
Meanwhile, it looks like we might be about to get a copy pasta incoming in chat here.
Do we? I was already gonna. I think Ivan is suggesting here that maybe they should check him console and GBA because this is not normal.
Yeah, he does need to check up.
He does need to check up. He is a skilled player, but this is not normal. Yeah, both runners now in Sector 6. The place of the game where, if you play on the original GBA on normal hardware, is actually dark compared to any other way to play this game, like an emulator or Switch Online or the GBA SP with the backlit screen, where the sector is mildly dark.
Unfortunately for that one, the filters compensating for the GBA's washed out colors
Scotty,
make the sector incredibly bright.
Meanwhile, inquiring if he bombed the block in his way into Sector 6, potentially looking at the WAD currently. Or that might have been just him typing. I thought that he did not bomb the block, but hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Scotty turning around to fire a few shots at the SAX while running away from it, just to show it who's boss.
It's gonna show him who's boss soon. Destructor definitely bombed the block, but he doesn't need to know that. Yeah, Scotty coming up as a Nox boss. He gets no idle beams. That is probably unfortunate for Destructor. Monkey implying that Scotty is indeed carried by luck. No skill, only good RNG.
And Scotty, good opening to the Megacore fight.
Yeah, coming at the Megacore, people, you tend to not know what to do because suddenly the game requires you to only use your beam on that because the missiles do not work against the Megacore.
And Scotty missing one of the doubles there, but picking up the various suit and very briefly going into red on his splits before hitting the split button.
Yep. Double missiles now slightly more difficult than before, but only slightly because due to the missile upgrade, the Destructor Meme are getting a, let's call it checkerboard pattern. Due to the change in missiles being upgraded, the missiles properties change. Obviously, you get a huge damage upgrade compared to the normal missiles, but also as a demerit, the reload time for the missiles increases by 2 frames, I think. Might also be 1. It increases. So basically, the timing for the doubles is slightly different compared to the normal missiles, where you kind of can, even in a casual playthrough, just press the button twice and maybe you get a double in.
And Scotty getting a rough puffer pattern there.
Yeah. We have, meanwhile, we have the copy pasta unleashed all over chat.
And apparently we need more Scooby runners to advance the meta.
Well, we have confirmation now that Scotty indeed did bomb that block. I thought Scooby-Doo is just for washed-up fusion runners. I think you need to run fusion in order to play Scooby-Doo.
I mean, it is Monkey asking, so...
It's the world record.
Do with that information what you will.
Please, please, show some respect. Yeah, Scotty making his way out of Sector 6. Meanwhile, we're coming into the last sector we haven't visited yet, which is Sector 5, which Samus has been completely ignoring for now because she kind of got that Metroid DNA. So she kind of behaves like a Metroid now, and she's vulnerable to cold, which is why the blue axe just also hurt her.
Yeah,
Due to
but
the
now
Warrior
that
upgrade, that suddenly doesn't seem to be a problem anymore.
Scotty picked up some mustard in lower Sector 6,
I don't think
and now it's all cool to go to Sector 5.
the suit is not that bad. Have you seen the Samus Return suit? That's even worse. The melon suit.
I have seen that, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I just think that I mean, since Super Metroid, Nintendo kind of fails at making a warrior suit pattern that looks good.
They eventually figured it out for Dread.
Yeah, but I mean, in my opinion, that the next suit upgrade Samus gets is like the best looking suit in any Metroid game.
Yeah, I'm willing to agree with that.
Yeah, take that, light suit lovers. It's just a budget stormtrooper.
And Flash Frost in chat with a hot take saying, Dread good game.
I've meanwhile made enemies of the whole Prime community. Yeah, so the whole reason we're going into Sector 5 is because apparently it is like the only data room that is currently still available, because the... I'm not playing Scooby. Monkey, I'm busy commentating. So the only data rooms that are kind of available would be the main deck, but that's cut off because the elevator is broken and nobody seems to bother repairing that. Sector 2 is blocked off by a boulder, but technically available if you just take like a huge detour. Sector 6 is destroyed. Sector 3 is... Nobody knows actually because just the door is broken. Therefore, Samus has to go into Sector 5, which currently is not yet infected by the SAX, by the X. But obviously, we're using the usual thing. We open the security, let all the X in, wonder why the X got in, pick our thing, and then we leave the sector again.
Yeah, we need to make sure to make our missiles worse.
Autumn, when are you gonna play Scooby?
How do you know I'm not playing Scooby right now?
Are you? What stage are you in?
Okay, I am actually not.
Exposed.
But I have an excuse, and I have a better excuse.
What's
I'm
your
actually in the middle of moving. So my GBA isn't here, it's actually across town
I can
at
move
my
to
new apartment.
My GBA is not charged. Does that count?
That sounds like an excuse, Friday.
Okay. Sue me. So, Scotty, meanwhile, we had to pick up the ice missiles, which at first glance should feel like an upgrade, but it depends on how you see it. I mean, it has a nice properties now of freezing enemies, so you can use them as platforms like in every other Metroid game. You also get like a slight damage increase for the ice missiles. Not as great as from normal missiles to super missiles, but the huge demerit is, unlike super missiles, you cannot one-shot enemies anymore. So, because they have to get frozen first, and then they can get killed. Which kind of feels like a bit of a downgrade, honestly.
Yeah, especially because up until that point, we use missiles. And Scott just decided to double check to make sure he
my God! What is... I don't even know how we call this. This is not a... So there's... Usually you call it as... You pull a secret key when you... Pull a form of fusion runner, when you just forget to pick up the missiles or the power bombs in the missile sector 5. I am confused by what he's...
Let the man cook, let the man cook.
Yeah, I'm going...
You know, if we don't have a name for that, I nominate that as a Scotty key.
That's a Scotty.
That's a C Scotty key.
I mean, as monkey. I think this would not have happened if he would still in voice checks and Monkey could tell him what to do. But yeah, good thing for Destructor. Maybe he doesn't know, maybe he knows, but he just gained a lot of time back on Scotty. Because Scotty just thought like, yeah, why not just look if the data room is still there?
Oh, and I think there might be something wrong with Scotty's GBA. It's looking kind of red.
What is happening? And what do the dogs have to do with it? And where are the dogs? Chat, where are the dogs? Yeah, I mean, that's not a secret key. That's a new thing.
Exactly, that's not a secret key, it's a Scotty key.
Yeah, he didn't forget. He just did it twice to make sure he got the ice missile.
He wanted to make sure he wasn't pulling a secret key.
We can call it a clearance. That's what Monkey would probably call it. Shoutouts to Monkey and Clarence.
Yeah. Oh, Destructor's GPA is malfunctioning in the same way as Scotty's, and now that we're going into the emergency sector,
It's a weird
chat, there's
coincidence.
something very important we need. We need you to predict what is Scotty's emergency time going to be, and what is Destructor's emergency time going to be.
What do you think, Ozzy?
I'm thinking Scotty's going to get trolled. We're going to see a 428, and I think Destructor will be a 433.
Okay. Well, Scotty just missed a jump there, so I'm gonna change my original prediction. I'm gonna go big. I think I'm calling a 435 for Scotty, and for Destructor like a 433.
Oh, Scotty getting the jump extend turnaround to grab ledge there.
Or as we call it, he's showing off again.
Yeah, that is something I learned is possible from the last time I watched Scotty run.
Yeah, that is possible. It is tight. It loses time if you fail it.
Do I
There's no
count as
reason
a
to go.
washed up runner if I was never good in the first place?
Don't ask me. I'm not running this game. Oh, we get no beams at Scotty. That's I think you lose that round. But I think I might be wrong too.
The community has in fact been saying that door you get either 0 or 3 beams, no alternative.
35, let's go.
Nope, hitting into a high 434.
Barely.
Dies of cringe.
I was in the right direction. Yeah, because he missed that jump. If he didn't miss that jump in the beginning in the speed booster room, would have totally been a 435. Which is, by the way, an excellent time to get.
I think I would have been right on my prediction if he got 3 beams instead of 0.
Oh, if you want beams, you have them on the Destructor side. Getting 1 beam here, but not a big deal. Could still. What did I say? I think I said like a 433, so I saw something. 32. Definitely also going to get a very, very good emergency on the Destructor side. Except that he missed 1 missile, but that's...
Yeah, so it's going to be a 431.
But yeah, we currently don't know if Destructor is following the match. Probably not, considering that he was not too happy with his Ceres fight. Doesn't know what Scotty did in Sector 5, though. So he might feel like he's way more behind than he actually is. You think the runners are showing nerfs here? Or is Scotty just getting screwed by trying to show off?
That's a difficult one to say. I blame Monkey. I don't know what's going on, but I blame Monkey anyway.
Yeah, just blame Monkey. It's a solid
that's just general life advice.
Yeah, if anything goes wrong, blame Monkey, and if it continues going wrong, just block Monkey. Problem solved. Destructor meanwhile having some trouble here. Getting
trolled by one of the flames.
Yeah, he's missed some jumps. So yeah, suddenly the elevator to the main deck is repaired on Scotty's end, which is gonna be on Destructor's end too, because apparently Adam thinks like, yeah, we found this, we fought this fake scientist down there. That totally means that there's still people alive on this station. So just go somewhere where we detected some bioscience, because detecting bioscience so far has totally never turned into any danger for Salmon. Me
Scotty with
neither.
an excellent climb, getting up onto the elevator to go save some animals, and let's see if Scotty can get the actual meat strat, formerly known as impossible, but it clearly isn't.
Gets it nicely. Ah, we apparently have Destructor in chat. Therefore, whoever we can see for a sec now that he is not as far behind as he probably thought he was, if he was not paying attention. We're also getting some confirmation that Destructor seems to be having some minor lag issues related to his emulator, which Scotty is not having. Scotty, meanwhile, getting very good animals. That is, as Monkey would say, carried once again.
Yeah, wow, where's that animal's RNG in my runs? Also, where are my runs?
We don't need feudal runs. We have the runs here. That's good enough. No comment from Monkey.
Yeah, y'all can just call me washed up out of habit.
Oh. Well, they call me various things. It usually starts with old.
I thought being old was my job.
What? No, we're both very young and fresh. Yeah, Scotty meanwhile back in Sector 5. Not yet back in Sector 5, but it's gonna be... Oh, Chad. It's gonna be back in Sector 5 soon.
What I don't get is why is little bro calling us boomers? Who even are you, little bro?
Yeah, who are you, Monkey? I think I got enough from Monkey. I'm just gonna block Monkey. Yeah, on the Destructor side, we see that the animals also can play very differently than how Scotty's animals behaved. So the Edikuns and the Korra, basically, they are completely random in how they exit the door, and they only start running off when all the animals are out of the room.
Yeah, anyone calling to not save the animals in Super Metroid is calling for the non-canon ending.
Well, if you watch the what's its thing, the shorts making fun of the speedruns, where you see that the animals in fact are actually dangerous. Yeah, Scotty meanwhile watching the most longest, most exciting textbooks in the whole game, which is basically, hey Samus, remember the data room? Yeah, go there.
Yeah, you know where it is.
And if anyone
And Scotty does know where it is.
if anyone knows where this data room is, then it is Scotty. But does he remember? Maybe he thought, yeah, I've already been there twice, good enough. Let's go somewhere else.
A monkey asking if they can pause. Unfortunately, I left the pause button at the new apartment as well.
What was the black thing in the background there? What was that shadow in Scotty's gameplay? Is that important? Probably not. Was that a glitch? Are we glitching?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Wow. Flash was asking for the comms to be replaced. Not even offering to commentate this match himself. Yeah, Scotty coming at the third SAX encounter in the game, even though we're not really gonna encounter the SAX, we're just gonna walk through a room and then there's suddenly gonna be some ice beam shots in the background. I didn't see an SAX, did you see one?
No, what's an SAX?
I don't know.
Is that like Ceres?
Oh, that would be bad for Destructor.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking through a cursed mod where all of the SAX chases are replaced by Ceres chases.
We can do that. We have the technology.
Every run dies in Sector 2 now.
So let's see if Scotty is going to go to the data room yet again.
It looks
He's
like Scotty
opening the door
deciding
and
he wants to leave.
He's going to turn around soon. He's totally going to turn around. There's that glitch again in the room, but probably not important. Yeah, Destructor also getting power bombs here. Going down to the SAX. Monkey trying to get Scotty to go back into the data room. So now we're coming up to, we're like slightly past the halfway point of the game, coming up to the bestest RNG section of the game with the best bosses.
Yeah, and Scotty leaving Sector 5.
Scotty
And
is
I don't think he's ever going to go back there.
No, Sector 5 is done. We are out. Samus is leaving. She's going back.
Yeah, we already took our 2 trips there.
Yeah, I mean, Adam said come to the ship. What else can he want then except leaving the station? We're done. We've been everywhere.
Oh, but the elevator broke down.
What? Well, probably the repair wasn't handled too well. Oh, that's the guy from Smash. I know that.
I think those chicken wings in the freezer might be a little spoiled. And Scotty's stubbing his toe in the maintenance tunnel. Did that bomb go off?
That bomb did not go off at all. So yeah, what you do is you place the power bomb close to the blocks, and then when you door transition, there's still some frames where the game is still active. So basically, as long as the explosion touches the blocks at some point before the actual door transition happens, the blocks are counted as destroyed. But in order for that to happen, the power bomb actually needs to go off.
Yeah, and runners used to try to lay the power bomb as early as possible to hit the blocks, but we've since learned that laying it lower with the geometry of the power bomb explosion actually causes it to break those blocks faster.
Yeah, because as I said, the explosion has to reach the blocks. And the sooner it reaches the blocks, the better. But yeah, now we are already getting Monkey requesting Scotty to get a 4 idol beam 4 round something. I don't know what that means. I see Destructor probably placing his power bomb nicely here. Placing it a lot higher, but at least that worked. Even though you didn't see the blocks actually being destroyed here, the blocks got hit, therefore they count as being destroyed. So no worries on Destructor's side there. Well, we at least are getting idol beams on. Ooh, we're getting 2.
We got 3.
Almost.
Yeah.
Now you're shooting some missiles upwards. What is that thing?
We are back, or we are up to the Yakuza fight.
Is this the enemy that people put around? Totally ageless.
Yeah, a couple days ago, chat was actually arguing that Yakuza is a beetle and not a spider because it only has 6 legs.
So it's not a spider? Yeah, I mean, so this could be a nice turning point for Destructor where you can make up some time if the idol and the enemy decide to play nicely with him. Because Scotty's RNG was more on the very bad side. So, we have a new take. Yakuza is a roach. Oh, Destructor, no blue. This is it. It's coming back. We are so coming back. So the reason why the runners are firing all the beams and the missiles upwards is because getting a nice blue Yakuza there. So basically the enemy's already spawned in the room, has its mouth open, can be damaged, but if you fire your missiles too far off screen in this game, they will despawn, therefore they are also jumping. So the missiles actually manage to reach Yakuza, therefore you can get a lot of damage and basically just surround the boss. Destructor getting the same RNG in Yakuza, at least the runners cannot complain that they lost the run to Yakuza. If Scotty's gonna lose, he can definitely complain about losing it to taking some detours.
Couple nice doubles out of Destructor while Scotty running from the SAX. Doing a relatively new strat where he did not freeze the SAX in the first room.
He was experimenting. Why is the SAX actually never following Samus? Is there any lore in the game about this, or is the SAX just dumb?
I think the SAX is just slow, Scotty's too fast.
Oh, okay. Scotty
3 beams.
Yeah, making his way to... Scotty's
Scotty
happy
having a
about
lot
it.
of fun with these.
He is so not mad.
And now we are on to the Nethery fight.
Scotty
Where
took some
if
damage
you-
here.
Yeah, taking damage. You want to avoid the damage just in case you end this phase with 0 missiles to have a better chance of green X drops.
Which is most likely
And-
going to happen on Scotty's end. Or almost 0. Yeah, immediately
And
gets
Scotty
punished
not
by
able to go
his
for a double because
insane
he only
luck.
had 1.
He needs to actually pick up the missiles in order to get doubles back in. Yeah, this core only needs 5 missiles. Scotty got 1 double there. But considering his ammos, he is incredibly happy about that fight, apparently. I'm gonna have to ask him about that later.
That we are.
Seeing that Scotty's apparently doing some like food impression here. But he doesn't wear headphones, so that's the worst like food impression that I've ever seen. Yeah, he probably expected that he would run into an X, but didn't. Or thought that he picked one up. We're gonna ask him. Destructor also getting this here.
And Destructor falling
Short of
into
this.
the water.
Yeah, that's that can end you quickly if you do not manage to get out, because while the core does not deal as much damage, taking a plasma beam shot straight to the face actually does a lot of damage, and you definitely want to avoid that. So if you have to take damage in this room, it is sometimes way more advisable to just run into the core instead of tanking the beam.
Yeah, especially if you're not in a race setting and not running with the amount of health that these guys are running.
Yeah, another interesting thing I just noticed is Scotty's actually running 3 tanks. E-tanks, while Destructor is only running 2. Assume Destructor skipped the Yakuza E-tank, probably. Not that I paid attention, but that's
Yeah, that sounds right.
the one thing that I would assume happened was Scotty just picked it up. I mean, in the end, it's not going to be a huge deal for either runners. They definitely are perfectly capable of either handling 2 or 3 E-tanks or 1 if needed.
Oh, definitely. Destructor just opting to save the 2-second fanfare.
Yeah, it's just another tiny time loss on Scotty's end.
Oh, Scotty wanting to go back into Sector 5 again. He just
Scotty
really likes
is
the
going
sector
to
today.
show off yet again. Let's all hope he fakes it. Yeah, Scotty's going for the fastest way to do this, but also the by far most difficult way to do this. And he is so... Do not look at Scotty's stream. He is totally showing off. Do not give him any attention. So what you do here is you basically run, you go up to speed, boost speed, and then you just space jump through the section, which is it's made difficult because all the door transitions just put you at a random height, so you kind of need to enter the door transitions at a specific height in order to be able to perform your next space jump and not to bonk into the ceiling or the ground. So you just take the very slow ceiling ground. We're definitely going to see Destructor going for the very normal way, aka the longest shrine spread in the game.
Only 1 beam on the Nightmare Door for Scotty. Also, with that space boost, you have to be moving up through all of the doors. If you do not have an upward velocity, you just get snapped to the floor and go slow.
Destructor opting for the only slightly slower safe version of just space boost, just shrine sparkling through the whole section. Has to walk the last bit, but easy got it.
Now we are on to everyone's favorite TV Slime Cat Girl, Nightmare.
This TV Slime Cat go true.
And Scotty not quite getting the 1 cycle, 2 missiles short.
Bad Nightmare. Which is something that people usually say, like, oh, it Nightmare behaved bad, but as we know, Nightmare's fight is relatively scripted. So basically, if you do the same thing all the time, Nightmare will do the same thing. It just basically depends on when do you kill Nightmare and where is it at a specific point during the fight. That's how it will behave in the second phase then. And if you know how it's going to behave, then you will be able to adapt to the way Nightmare. It's more like you'll be able to manipulate Nightmare into doing the fastest possible fight, which is what Scott kind of did.
And now Destructor also onto the Nightmare fight.
Misses a charge shot and a missile there. Is gonna be and another charge shot there. Destructor, aside from the fact that he has Nightmare floating around the room a lot and it has to go back into position, he also has no idea currently how Nightmare is going to behave once it reaches the wall, so it might go in a very unexpected direction for him.
And runners making the Nightmare fight look easy, but if you do not get the optimal strat down, Nightmare chases around an invisible dot through the room, moving like an X, and just you have to do a lot of practice to manage to manipulate the position into the right spots. Destructor picking up the gravity suit. As Scotty
at the end, but didn't get damaged by the cord.
Meanwhile, Scotty is just running through. We've got Meridia at home.
That is Meridia? Wow. Never know.
It's the discount version that got picked up from the store.
Yeah, there's even discount Dragon on Scotty's side there. Yeah, this is another part of the game where this is a part where people usually start complaining when they casually play it, or people that are saying Fusion is so linear. This is like the part of the game where you do not get instructions from Adam, and then people are like, "I'm lost in lower sector 2. I don't know what to do. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I don't know what to do."
Also an area that is very dangerous for casual players, as the enemies here hit like a truck.
Enemies hit like a truck. It's not rare for fishes to just completely ruin your health, dealing like an E-tank of damage.
I know when I was starting, I lost a lot of runs here to just taking damage. Scotty gonna pick up diffusion missiles, the most underutilized power-up in the game.
Well, we're almost at the end of the game. There's not really that much left of the game you can use it on.
Showing off already one of the two uses that the any percent route actually makes of diffusion missiles.
Well, the only thing diffusion missiles do, aside from giving you a way to freeze that thing, is they slightly increase your damage again, and they kind of create lag if you shoot them at bad positions. So you kind of want to avoid shooting diffusion missiles anywhere randomly, because the game tends to lag a lot once lag starts happening.
And I stand corrected. Monkey's saying that there are 4 uses of diffusion missiles.
Let's count it. 1. Yeah, we're freezing puffers. No, we're freezing the Ripper and Ridley later. We're destroying the missile blocks out of Ridley. And then I think we're freezing the Waver past that. That might be 4. And there's obviously also where we shoot the Ice Core with diffusion missiles. Uncharged, but we'll still use them.
Okay, if we're counting not using the diffusion effect, then...
We're still getting another random red X drop. Picks it up because why not? I haven't seen his health, it was low. He got hit by a puffer there a few times. Scotty is indeed carried by red X, which translates directly to luck. Therefore, Scotty is carried by luck only, no skill.
Yeah, 2 1 in 1,000 red X drops.
That is very suspicious if you ask me. I think they should check the cartridge.
You know, I might have to agree, because that is not normally.
That is indeed not normally. Yeah, Scotty Sam has basically got the task of, you go to here, there's the robot, which we totally have forgotten, because we thought it was destroyed, I mean, even though it left, but we had other issues to work with. Scotty triggering some security problem, therefore the security robot obviously trying to interact with Samus by destroying Samus. But
And
still
Scotty
slight-
with a clean Xbox fight. Is Scotty trying to set up the double?
He's always trying to set up the
Wait,
double.
he got the double. Scotty got the double.
Do not
Anti-commentator's curse.
attention.
Let him cook.
Once again, he is just trying to show off. He is so happy now. Yeah, so the diffusion doubles were always thought TAS only, but recently there has been a setup found that works somewhat reliably if you manage to perfectly pull it off. So it is not entirely impossible anymore, but it is rare that you see someone getting it in a run.
And Scotty carrying that confidence to just run right into the area that the game tells him he's not allowed to go to.
There's Metroids in my Metroid game. What is going on here?
Scandalous.
And God, we're blowing them up. Scotty's twerking here. And the SAX getting unfortunately destroyed by the Metroids here, which means the SAX probably dead now. For good.
Yeah, 55-33 on the restricted escape for Scotty.
That's a decent time.
Yeah, we take those.
Well, it definitely won't get better or worse.
Destructor
Yeah,
also with a pretty clean
Yep.
Xbox fight.
Scotty, unfortunately, now getting told that the SAX that got blown up was in fact not the only SAX that's in the game. But there's like around 10 SAX actually on the station causing issues. Yeah, Destructor picks up his wave beam now, but Scotty's making his way into we don't know where, but we'll see.
Cat asking if the multiple SAX are a band.
Yes. It's a jazz band. So yeah, what we're coming up is, first of all, the next use for diffusion missiles, by the way, which is 2. So we're gonna have a boss coming up, and I think that chat needs to adjust the audio settings for that a bit. Yeah, we have also diffusion missile use number 3.
Yeah, we are about to hear the loudest sound in the known universe.
Scotty making short work of the golden pirates there, which usually can only be hit in the back, but Nintendo just implemented a check. If Samus is facing a different direction than pirate, then please give damage.
Scotty headbanging to get better RNG on that Ghidorah.
He is so happy. Look at
Oh, and someone thawed out the chicken that was in the freezer.
That's the guy from Smash. So yeah, strategy use here is obviously with plasma and wave beam damage just goes through Ridley, so we deal damage every single frame. And what you do is you release your beam, but shoot a missile at the same time, getting some additional damage. Therefore,
Nice
making
double
the
there.
fight slightly shorter. Yeah, nice doubles there on Scotty's end. Gets 2 doubles at least. Meanwhile, Destructor made his way through the Metroids. It's gonna get 2 Ridley. I think we're gonna switch the audio on view on when we get to the part of Destructor.
Funny enough you say that, I was adjusting the audio while we were saying that.
I am not listening to Destructor.
I turned it down
going
very
on.
briefly for the Ridley fight.
I can already hear you in the call. I don't need to hear you. Meanwhile, we see diffusion missile use number 3 on Destructor's end. We're still counting, keeping you updated on the hottest new usage for diffusion missiles. I think on Scotty's end, we're going to come up with use number 4, using some missiles here.
I'm gonna need to watch back the VOD with a notebook so that I can note down all of these diffusion uses.
That is the most important knowledge of the game that you need. Anything else, unimportant. The only thing you need.
Also, no beams for Destructor going into the Ridley fight.
There's 2 beams less. Opting to use his power bomb on Ridley here.
And we cannot hear this Ridley fight because in space, no one can hear Ridley scream.
Yeah, Destructor getting grabbed by Ridley there because he missed 2 charges where he shot slightly too early. Might be an issue with, and again, might be an issue with his setup that has happened quite a lot during the run, actually. Ridley kind of just doing his thing here now. Destructor has to be kind of careful because his health is getting low. The screw attack core deals quite a bit of damage, so if he gets hit twice or 3 times, he might actually face some problem here, but he usually should not get damage. Only took 1 hit.
Yeah.
Scotty's meanwhile talking to Adam, which he's gonna probably be doing for quite some time now, so we can focus a bit more on Destructor. Just getting the briefing up.
If anybody needs a snack, go make yourself some coffee.
Yeah, there's nothing happening. He just gets the briefing like blah blah, Metroids, Federation, SAX, danger. Let's blow up the space station. Which is unfortunately packed into a very, very lengthy text sequence.
Yeah, and while we are going through this, I'll just encourage everyone, please go ahead and give our runners a follow. These are 2 of the best in the business here. So if you want to see people playing Metroid Fusion fast, that is a great way to find that.
Yeah, both players also running different games. Scotty basically runs every Metroid game. Destructor also
and also
runs,
make sure you do not follow Monkey SMB.
Yeah, please do not follow Monkey. Block Monkey, actually. Destructor also running Zero Mission and Metroid Dread on the side. Or did some extensive Dread running before he returned to Fusion for tournament. Yeah, Scotty making his way back to the main deck now. Just blowing up the station, sending it into the planet, just destroying everything because Samus is sad. This whole game is basically just Samus finishing the job she started in Metroid 2 by just blowing up the planet that she forgot to blow up at that time in good Samus fashion.
Yeah. Samus so committing to blowing up planets that she's going to blow up a planet that this game doesn't even take place on. And chat still on about Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo is the hot. When is Monkey? And as we don't have Mikey, we need to. I think we need that Scooby-Doo tournament.
Yeah, the Scooby-Doo tournament when?
Yeah. There's Scotty meanwhile realizing, oh, there's
Scotty getting the 4 shot. I thought that was a miss.
I always use screw attack against that thing.
SAX is vulnerable to screw attack. However, even with max health, you will die from the contact damage before you kill the SAX with screw attack.
I just use the invincibility cheat, problem solved. That's legal, right?
And I blinked and didn't even get a chance to look at the most cursed horn node in the game. Hopefully I'll get to see it on Destructor's screen.
Yeah, Scotty also got a nice triple-double there with the ice core, which is the hottest doubles in the game. Considering you have to do them downwards, also diffusion misses have a very, very long cooldown. But yeah, this seems currently seems to be Scotty's race. We might see Scotty doing some more weird stuff. We have seen Scotty do weird stuff at the Omega before. Might be trying to do stuff.
Here's hoping Scotty goes for a pogo.
There is definitely. If we do not see pogo, we will be disappointed. Because I mean, if you race and you are just trying to show off, then you have to commit to showing off. Or you should just leave what you say.
Oh, a little bit of a bounce there, so not gonna get the full swag spark.
Nope, getting some height.
Unfortunately, might have to disqualify Scotty for that.
Yeah, that is not showing off. That is... We're gonna have so many questions to Scotty. What happened in Sector 5? Destructor meanwhile making his way up. Don't miss it. Also, don't blink. Ugliest hornot in the world is gonna come up in Destructor's team. Well, the SAX is killing the Omega Metroid for Scotty because the chat room doesn't know how to do it.
And now Scotty is orange, so all he has to do is wait and then press up and shoot a bunch, and the Omega Metroid is gonna go, so that is gonna be GG for Scotty. Get your GGs in chat, as he will take the...
Nice 4-shot.
You love to see the 4-shot.
Is the hornot
Also clean.
blink or you miss it? Yeah, Scotty
And Scotty's final time, 1:12:41.
1:12:41. Well, Destructor is just finishing up, retyping some GGs in the race time chat there.
Yeah, it looks like, I think Destructor's gonna finish with a high 1:14.
Yeah, most likely. Which is still a solid time, and he got hurt so much by the Ceres fight. I decided to leave the voice chat.
I was wondering about that. I heard that sound.
You have sounds activated? That is yikes.
Yeah, I have a different setup that I have to use only for doing commentary here, because my normal Discord setup won't let me watch the restream.
That is interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have Scotty here in the commentary booth very soon, probably as soon as he gets invited here. Destructor already told us before the race that unfortunately he will not be able to directly join the commentary, but he will be answering questions in chat.
Also, thank you for the reminder to mark Scotty as done.
Hey, you should mark Scotty as done. He's not done.
Yeah, unfortunately, our commentator with the controls, Autumn out of habit, not known for being good at actually pushing the buttons that are needed.
Also, controls open, that counts, right?
And now we are being joined by cscottyw. GG Scotty.
GG. Let's get to the elephant in the room, the question everyone wants to know. What happened in Sector 5?
What do you mean what happened in Sector 5? Nothing happened in Sector 5. Don't talk about it.
Okay.
No, I just stopped thinking.
That's what it looked like. And we have Destructor also finishing up on stream now with a solid 1:14:52. GG's also
It's still a very good time for this game.
Yeah.
And so, Scotty, with your win, you will get to move on to winners finals to go up against one of our fastest racers, Monkey SMB.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Are you sure? That kind of gameplay today is not going to fly with Monkey.
Yeah. I won't play like I did today.
So you won't show off?
No. I can't really afford to show off against Monkey as much.
Monkey said that you got the honor of playing against him.
Yeah, the honor.
I don't know. I think we need to get the runner's agreement to keep going for reverse ice missiles, and you're not allowed to finish until you get it.
Nah.
Sorry, chat. I tried.
You tried very hard.
Also, GG's to Destructor again. Who is gonna be answering questions in chat if you're not aware of that, Scotty, because he seems to have some tech issues too, but he will be available in chat. Yeah, what was your opinion about the race in general?
I thought I went decently all right. Like I was playing decently.
Does that include questions like in Sector 6, did I bomb the bomb blocks?
Yeah, that includes that.
We see.
I
everything.
got through that. And I'm like really questioning whether I actually remembered to do that. So I felt like I
or the
didn't.
powerbomb blocks on main deck.
Yeah, one frame too early.
Oh, 1 frame too. Yeah, that's.
Oh, one
that
frame
sounds-
too early.
That sounds like a legit excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you fail to reverse Ceres escape.
Yeah.
So Destructor
It's
is
just
hearing
one.
us. Oh, Destructor is joining us. That is. Hello, Destructor. GG to you.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Destructor.
Nice that
GG.
you joined us after all.
Yeah, I guess I
Bonsoir.
actually can at the end.
Bonsoir.
Au revoir.
How aware of the race were you? Like, did you, aside from the obvious Ceres we're not gonna talk about anymore, how aware were you where you were compared to Scotty?
I checked like when we were entering Sector 4, and I was like, why are we not so far apart? It's the only
We were
point I checked.
very close.
My
You should
Arachnus was really bad.
we got 2 rows at Arachnus. You should definitely watch Scotty's race and especially pay close attention to what happened at Ice Missiles. So Scotty did like a. We don't have a word for that. It's not a secret key like Ivan said. It's more
I
like
call it a victory lap.
he did a victory lap. Scotty just made very sure to pick up Ice Missiles.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if I picked them up the first time, so I made doubly sure that I picked them up the second time.
No secret keys today.
No secret keys.
What was your general impression of the race, Destructor?
Garbage.
Certain enemy.
I think the face.
I said we're not talking about the Ceres fight anymore.
No, the rest was ass. The rest was ass. There's not much to say. Like yesterday, like going into this race, I was like, all right, I'm playing. Like I'm glad I'm already in winner semis. That's pretty cool. Top 6 guaranteed. I'm just going to play against Scotty. I'm not playing against Scotty. I'm just playing against myself because, well, duh. There's like 2.5 minutes of difference between our PBs. I'm not expecting to win. I just wanted to not to make a fool of myself. And yesterday I got a very decent run. I was like, okay, I'm like ready to get a good performance going, and then I just do this. Oh, well, it is what it is, but I better.
Well, it was still a good run aside from. I mean, there were the obvious sections.
It was terrible. I just need to not do this in losers bracket because there are some big sharks down there. Like I'm fairly confident that I can get. Well, no, I was gonna say I'm fairly confident that I can get top 4, but not if I play like this.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of potential, I can get top 3, but I need to bring my A game. Bench Juice and I are literally like so close.
We have confirmation from Metroid Fusion expert Monkey Super Monkey Ball actually that Scotty in this race was carried by RNG.
Dude, I got 17 beams, 10 jumps, 2 rolls, 3 rounds.
But you got 2 red X drops.
Yeah, you got 2 red X drops.
I heard you got good animals.
He got
they were decent.
So good animals. They were compared to your Animals Destructor, they were very good. But yeah, as people already said, we have Scotty's gonna move on to fight against Monkey in the winners finals, while Destructor is waiting for his opponent down in the losers bracket, which is gonna be the winner of the race of Mike Food versus the winner of Flash Frost versus Sci-Fi Gemini. So that's gonna be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, which Flash Frost and Sci-Fi Gemini just scheduled during this race. That will be on Saturday, August 12th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And I will let anyone listening convert to all of the various time zones that you are in.
Destructor, you wanted to say something else?
No.
Yeah, do we have any questions from chat to the runners, or do you have some other remarks? Does not seem to be the case so far.
Not a very curious chat.
think they've seen it all today already.
It just turned into one point. It just turned into the Metroid Fusion coping chat where everyone was complaining about their runs and their RNG. Monkey being monkey, the usual.
Also, plenty of copy pasta in chat today.
Yes, the referees are gonna come up with a Scotty soon and check your game and cartridge because that was
Okay.
normally. Yeah.
Okay. They will never find me.
cscottyw skilled player, but this is not normal.
Yeah, that.
You see, Scotty, you say no one will find you, but you had one of the referees watching the race live.
I am a referee.
You're saying you
will
watched
check
yourself
my
play?
own. Yes, I will check my own cartridge in game.
You got me there. I only have authority over the tournament. I don't have authority over anything else.
I'm just there. See if there's.
I mostly just say a lot of words, you know? Lucent in chat saying, Scoot's world famous game deficit expert.
Yep.
Also, chat wants to know, how's the weather, Scotty?
Well, let me see. It is 89 Fahrenheit and windy. Yep. Ooh, with a fire weather warning.
And to convert for any of our non-American viewers, that's roughly 31.5 Celsius.
Not too bad considering it's only 10:30.
I would like to counter by saying that sounds terrible.
89 is great. When you're used to over 100.
USA moment.
Yeah.
Well, it's summer. In
I
the
choose
Northern Hemisphere,
to live
so-
somewhere that it doesn't usually get that hot.
Well, lucky you.
Yeah. Also, chat wants to know, and they didn't specify which runner, but asking what your favorite colors are.
I decline to answer.
I'm still debating whether I want to enter or not.
Well, it sounds like chat is going to have to follow Destructor if they want to find out the answer to this.
Apparently, you have to give 99 subs to my channel if you want to know the secret.
Sounds reasonable.
It's your freaking quote for your channel.
It's just gameplay. It's simple
It's
gameplay.
just gameplay,
That's
my
all.
Nice, my friend. Oh no.
The question losers will not be answered.
And I will take a second to look over the schedule here because we actually have a lot of Metroid Fusion coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, there's more coming.
So-
next week.
Friday, August 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Ronald Rage versus Baria, being casted by Flash Frost and Metal Gun Solid. Saturday, August 12th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, Flash Frost versus Sci-Fi Gemini. And then Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we have FPIZ versus Kaio.
Flash Ross versus Sci-Fi Gemini, one of the potential enemies for Destructor, coming up. And there's probably going to be a few more races scheduled because the losers bracket is still a bit behind the winners match. I heard from Monkey that the winners finals is probably going to wait a bit until losers catches up.
Yeah, we do at least have all of the current round of losers scheduled.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
we
it
do
was,
have a couple of rounds to catch up as we have to see who will go up against Bench Juice and Destructor.
Yeah, but considering the speed of the tournament, this is probably not going to take too long. So I think in 1 week, 1.5 weeks, we're watching the grand finals, potentially. So yeah, if there's nothing else from chat, I think then I want to thank the runners again. Thanks, Scotty. Thanks, Destructor. GG's to both of you.
GG.
Thank
Good
you for
luck.
commentating.
In the rest of the tournament for both of you, because it's still everyone's game.
Absolutely. We have plenty of runners left in the tournament who anyone on a good day could take any matchup against anyone. With that said, we'll go ahead and hand our channel back over to Speedgaming. Thank you to Speedgaming once again for hosting us on the main channel. Go ahead and give our runners a follow, as well as my co-commentator Friday.
No. Give Autumn a follow instead.
I mean, you can give me a follow if you want. I don't think I've streamed yet this year.
I mean, you're moving, so.
That is
yeah.
true. But yeah, with that, thank you to everyone for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you in the future matchups, and we will see you next mission.